or learn not seeing eye to eye could be fixed with a heart to heart. So many lost, I feel lost, got me feeling like a real nigga. Holocaust, got me mourning while it's dark. Life eats you alive, we know how to be a meal. Shit rather than see a meal to make it out, you need a skill. Yeah, thought I was past my past, but let's be clear. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. Regretting everything in life is my only fear. And you know what they say about not conquering fears. If you don't, then they'll always be near. Is that reminder in your ear? Shit that I ain't trying to hear.
Hold your head.
Hold your head.
Guard your heart.
Guard your heart. In my life, those were the hardest parts. Or you mistake me falling down for falling off. Or mistake me being soft for speaking from the heart. I guess life hasn't taught you as much as you thought. Instead of picking up your missing pieces, you pick me apart.
Boy, hold your head, but guard your heart. Got tired of white silence, so the riot started. And the robbers robbed. You wildin' cause your product gone. We mad at Aragona, Brianna, Gianna, Father gone. Yeah, a lot of trauma. We tired, exhausted. Ramias the prophet, said it be a marathon. Seen all my dogs, show me God was watching. Pandemic slowing them down, they fasted Ramadan. The land of 50 stars on Hollywood marching. White friends don't got us, I promise you I'll block them. I'ma count my bread, I defied the odds. And fuck the same quarterback, cause he ain't St. Laurent. Way from here on out, we on Pierre Moss. If you leave Reebok, we still bringin' pumps and all the bras. Yeah, I motivate, I don't divide. And 45 a coward for practice and otherwise. A burnt nation, still it's under God. Not gonna throw the towel and I'm by my brother's side. Your niggas be your niggas when you level up. You see that your niggas and brothers different when luck is up. So I trust nothing, this industry something. My biggest rival is my mind, protecting my thoughts as well as my heart.
100 niggas step, million man march. Cracker, don't you start. Hold your head, guard your heart. Hold your head. Nigga, get your bread, light your spark, strike your mark. Life don't stop, so hold your head, guard your heart. Hold your head, yeah.
And the lows, the highs, the lows. I'm an emotional roller coaster, where high so high I could put bowl on a poster. But when the bread get low, like 4 loaves and a toaster, or the shoulders can get cold as 10 toes in Nova Scotia. Some days I hold a grudge, some days I hold a ghoster, some days I just ghost her. Some days I'm supposed to. The crib feel like a gunfight, but them strollers, that's the holster. We can make amends over old memes and mimosas. My mama know I ain't make my bed, but I'ma lay in it. Whether it's sandpaper, suede linen, whether I'm alone, a Creole lady, mama laid in it. The same pajamas I was afraid in. I boogie man slave, my blankets conceal my blade in it. Emotional seesaw with 2 fat motherfuckers with strong knees and free fall. It's cloudy with a chance of meatballs. I check the weather. I gave all my vices a call. Let's get together to talk about the highs and lows, the ups and downs. The friends that I had to hide to come around. They told me that I knew you always come around. Come around, come around, come around, come around. To work out the highs and lows, the ups and downs. No need to hide, the skies is coming down. Go and get high, I promise you're coming down. Coming down, coming down, coming down, coming down. Keep your eyes on the road.
Eyes on the
and
road.
you feel your back's on the road.
Your back's against
you
the
gotta
ropes.
take the highs with the lows.
The highs with the
Gotta
lows.
take the highs with the lows. You're lost and you're running out of hope.
Running out of
Looking
hope.
for the best way to cope.
For the best way to
Know
go.
we all been there before.
We all been there.
Gotta take the highs with the lows.
I was feeling lifeless, I had to cut my vices. Now the feeling that I feel is priceless. And the spirit want me to be righteous, but I know I might just relapse, get sucked in these devices. Got so used to feedback, I couldn't tell what mine is. Sometimes all the outside noise just really blinds us. Beware, believe none of what you see and half of what you hear. The best things in life on the opposite side of fear. I swear I see it like after the storm. Still, you can't stop the rain like the loose end song. My word is born like James, yo, I couldn't complain. Cause even when I did, niggas really couldn't feel my pain. That's the type of shit that drive a nigga insane. Wanna be numb, now your thumb back, flicking the flame. Back to square one, trying to overcome what you became. Like they was right, I guess you never gon' change. I
When
guess
it's
you
hard
never
to keep
gon'.
your eyes on the road, you start to feel your back on the road. You gotta take the highs with the lows. You gotta take the highs with the lows. Lost and you're running out of hope. And you're looking for the best way to cope. Just know we all been there before. You gotta take the highs with the lows. To talk about the highs and lows, the ups and downs. The friends that I had to hide to come around. They told me that I knew you always come around. Come around, come around, come around, come around. To work out the highs and lows, the ups and downs. No need to hide, the skies is coming down. Go and get high, I promise you're coming down. Coming down, coming down, coming down, coming down.
John's the rapper. Joseph Badman, yes. You don't know, sir. Big up to the youth them. And the youth them worldwide. And the youth them are the truth them. Yes, and the most high. Praise the most high. Fuck Mussolini with his dad ass. Fuck.
Yo, what's up? Hello.
We
Welcome.
live.
Hey guys.
Shit. What up,
Welcome to the Logic Based Collective. Yay. All right. So
Yeah, it's light this week.
real late.
We here though.
We're here.
Yeah, well, yeah, that part. That was a good one. Yeah, it's KJ, it's Siobhan, and my man AJ number 2.
Yo.
Affectionately known as Andrew. Like, it keeps it easier for me to just call him his name.
Hi,
All day,
Andrew.
every day.
Hello. So, ladies first, how was your weekend or your week from?
Yeah, I know. It wasn't even a meltdown last week. I had an experience last Monday, but so
I remember
we
you talked about
my
it.
coffee and my
Dunkin'
tears.
Donuts. And it was a special day.
Yes. So my week, my week was just like, it felt like a year. If that let me try to explain that. Just like so much had happened, and there were so many ebbs and flows, and like I can't even keep track of like what happened on what day or anything like that. So I'm going beyond my weekend, but it's just been one of those pivotal moments in time for me. So I'm cool with it, and
It's always good when it's worth it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but worth that's a strong word.
I mean, as far as the perspective you came away
Right.
with.
So, and the only reason I'm able to present that perspective is literally the peace that is beyond understanding. Like,
That's fine.
if I didn't serve a God,
Talk about it.
like for real, it's just been a rocky week. And I wasn't even sure I was gonna feel like doing anything or feel like this positive, but I realized that through prayer and consecration and all of that, you can really get to a place where regardless of what chaos is going on, regardless of what storm is raging, you could still have some peace. And that's where I'm at right now. So I'm feeling pretty good. I went to a bridal shower on Saturday. Oh my gosh. Listen, oh my gosh. I was so elated to be with my homegirls, friends from college, some of them from high school as well.
I definitely had a joke for you. And it's no shade
oh Lord.
to anyone.
Okay.
So if anyone from the bridal shower watches,
Okay.
please take it with a grain of salt.
Oh Lord, what's up?
No, because like like I feel like when you go to things like that, like it's always so inspiring. You'd be like, oh my God, I'm gonna have mine one day.
Okay,
like my day like that.
We're not doing
come.
that.
No, and I was like, oh, like is this encouragement to not be like a heightist?
What? A what?
A heightist.
Oh, listen. I had a great time. I thought nothing of myself. My future did not cross my mind. I sat there and I was just,
You was just like, I love that for you.
There you go. It brought back all the memories. Like, this is a woman that I've been rocking with for how old are we?
We grown up.
Okay, yeah.
Late 30s.
So for 20 plus years, just about. And I've seen things, you know what I mean?
100%.
You see people grow, you see people change, you see the hardships, you see the trials, and it's like when they are in a space of like, oh my gosh,
that's beautiful.
Gosh. I couldn't even, there were really no words. I think I shed a couple tears.
That's fine.
Because she's just so deserving of
cool people
this.
For sure. And I
right
meant
now.
no shade when I was just joking.
Yeah, nah. So it's just really exciting to see her at this point in her life. She's such a giving person. She's always doing for other people. So even that bridal shower where she had the opportunity to sit back and let people do for her and plan and orchestrate. She didn't even know what to do herself because that's not her norm.
She's used to
like when we were in our 20s, like we was always at her house for dinner. She was making food. We was just infiltrating everything, and she's always been a doer and a provider and a planner and all that. So it's just good to see.
It's good to see
that.
it come back to somebody that's so deserving.
Right. So shout out to you, Kelly and Vince.
Shout out to you guys. Congratulations. Congratulations.
I can't wait for the wedding. I'm ready. So
I just knew I was gonna say something like a short joke to you, like just to be.
You don't got to do that.
No, I already did it.
Okay. Yeah. Nah.
I just knew as soon as I seen the story, I was like, he's not a tall fellow. She seems very happy.
I don't even know where you're going. Like, she had heels on.
Yeah.
Like, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You own heels?
We're not doing this.
He has stilts.
No. Oh,
he
my.
He just came back from his knee job.
Oh, man.
We're not AJ.
See, I'm not going that far. I know these folks. Well, at least like third party know them. I ain't trying to kick nobody's back.
I'm just teasing.
I'm just talking about your perspective happiness with a gentleman that may be under.
So, I had a wonderful Sunday as well.
What you have done for others.
And it's been a revelatory Sunday. It was great. It was much needed. We had an awesome speaker come on Sunday. Prophetess Ebony Hopper Robinson. She is the bomb.com. Church was fire. That's all I can say. I came with expectancy and I received. So
that's
I was
fire.
very, 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 very good Sunday. But anywho, we're gonna go ask KJ how his weekend is. Hold up.
You might as well do it last because it'll be an easy segue.
You want? Okay, fine.
It just makes sense.
All right, AJ. How was
Wait,
your
what?
weekend?
What? Did I got skipped and I got.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah,
I was trying to.
In reverse. It was like, yo, still your turn, bro.
Well, it makes sense, right?
It does make sense.
It makes sense. It makes sense. No, I had a dope weekend. Well, it was all right. So Friday, what did I do Friday? I don't think I did anything Friday. My nephew has been in the hospital. So my nephew actually came home a couple days ago. Yeah. So God is good.
Yes, he is.
So my brother has both his kids together. So shout out to them.
Nice.
And then Saturday we went apple picking.
Oh, that's cute. I love that.
Me, a group of our cousins, and my wife and my kids, we all went apple picking. it was good. So it was good. And then on Sunday I preached.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, preacher man.
Yeah, listen, I do what I do when I can.
Yes, sir.
So I preached Sunday morning, and then we went to Pastor Ward's pastoral anniversary last night.
Nice. Okay.
So that was good as well. Pastor Jackie Powell preached.
Nice.
So we saw Billy, who was here. I think it was
yes.
last month. I think it was here.
Yep.
So we got to see all of them. Also, and then today's Monday, and you know what it is. Monday's my favorite day.
Believe that.
That's
Shout out to
cute.
the Lowe's that said, yo, you.
To the who?
The Lowe's.
Oh, okay. So, hey,
Somebody
hey
in
guys.
the comments.
You.
Gotta give them a shout out.
Yes.
Go ahead, KJ.
Oh, okay. So this week, it was really cool. I mean, for me, I've never been as involved in a church as I am in my current church.
Yes.
And my church was celebrating we actually reached the 1 year mark at the beginning of the month, but we were celebrating it this weekend that
Gotcha.
passed. We had an intimate night of worship, and we had and it was basically what you would consider like a musical. So it was really cool, having guest churches.
I heard it was huge. I
Yeah.
saw the videos.
Yeah, it was a good night. It was a good night,
Nice.
and I appreciated it. It was like, oh my God, the singers were great, and I was there. Oh man, it was a crazy day, and I won't go into it all, but I did everything in my power to make sure I was there early to help. And as soon as I started helping, I got a call from work, and I had to go back to work.
Oh no.
And then I had to be at work until 8. And then once I got off work, so I watched the beginning of it on live.
Right.
And then, I kind of got there later. My parents went, which was cool.
Yeah.
My lady went, her mom went.
That's dope.
That is
so,
dope.
they saved me a seat, which was fire. And I was able to go there,
Real
sit.
love right there.
Yeah, man, I wore a suit.
What?
I own those, so it's not even
You know
an issue.
what? Right.
But,
I remember Verizon.
But everybody made me so odd about it. I was like, yeah, probably not again. I'm chilling.
they don't really like that.
What color was you wearing? Now I want to know.
Oh no, I was chilling, bro. Black, navy blue, black suit,
dope.
navy shirt, navy shoes.
Something light. I got you.
Hit him with the navy shoes, little pocket square.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Okay.
okay.
No
That's
tie
fine,
though, no tie
I
though.
got you.
Kept it chill.
I got you.
Fresh line
Love
up,
it,
braids
love
out.
it.
I ain't have a hat on. It's crazy.
You said fresh light out with the braids up.
You know what I'm saying? But it was a good night. I was happy. My mom and dad. My mom and dad, they tune in occasionally to my church, but they ain't never physically been there.
Okay.
Because just the times bump.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
Right.
All the churches started at the same time.
Exactly.
Most of the churches started at the same time.
But I was happy for them to go there. I was happy for them to meet my pastor. My mom even goes to our family room on Tuesdays because she enjoys the message that much.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
So
that's
she
good.
watches. So she tunes into the message later on Sunday after church or on Monday. Because our family room on Tuesday basically instead of having a Bible study with its own curriculum, they actually dive into Sunday's message.
That's dope.
And
Gotcha.
and they have and you have breakout rooms and conversations in regards to the message so that the message can
What?
get a little bit more in depth.
I ain't never thought about having a breakout room after a message. That's dope.
That is
Yeah.
that is a really
That's
good
mad
idea. That
dope.
is a really good idea.
I'd love for you guys to
I like
visit
that.
one day if you have time to actually catch the message and then pull
Yeah.
up on the Zoom on
Absolutely.
it's Tuesday 7 on Zoom.
Tuesday
That's
at
when
7?
Yeah,
I
that's
can be
when
on
our
Zoom.
family room is. And
Zoom is everywhere. I can be on Zoom.
yes, sir. But yeah, so that was Saturday, and I know I usually just gloss over my whole weekend, but Sunday we had church, and then that was the actual 1 year celebration service. There was a guest pastor, I believe he was from Rhode Island. His name is Jermaine Davis, if I recall properly, and he Jermaine Curtis. Sorry, pardon me, sir. But he actually he gave another take on a message that we had in maybe a couple previous weeks, which is interesting to me because when they talk about people living with the text and things of that nature, it's always good to hear different takes on it.
Yeah.
I love I'm a fan of preaching stuff that people have never heard before. However, I love brand new takes on things that I've never thought about before.
Yeah, like me, I'm an overthinker, so like
Right.
the idea of widening perspective
Right.
is great to me. So when he added that, I was like, oh, I didn't even look at that like that.
Right.
And then oh man, I don't remember. I believe it was Elijah and like telling the lady like, yo, give me the like she had water.
Yeah.
And she was freely willing to hand off water because she had an abundance of it.
Right.
But she didn't have the flour and the oil.
She was trying to
and the
make
bread.
her and her. You're talking.
Her and her son had
her
a-
and son were preparing to die. They only
Exactly.
had enough. They only had enough meal to eat one small cake before
Right.
they died.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
he said, "Make my cake first."
Right.
Right. That. So with that being said, he was basically saying how like God said it would never be empty,
Right.
but God never said that He was gonna fill it up.
Ooh.
So he was talking. Yo, it's crazy. Like. So he was like, every time you go to scoop out, there'll be enough for you to continue to scoop out. But you thinking that you're gonna be scooping from the top because he said he was gonna make sure that you don't go hungry, but he's just giving you enough to make sure that you don't go without
Right.
it. And then he was talking about how people actually need to be prepared for hardships. To your point about hardships, and was like, yo, even though she was obedient, her son still died.
Yeah.
True.
And it was just, like, you know what I mean, but it was good. Like it was just
Right.
like a good different take.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah,
But
it's definitely dope. It's,
and
it's new perspective because like I never even thought about it. It never said that he refilled it.
yeah.
Like, yo, she just found places that she had never been before. Like,
And that's like a
I'm
sub-
about to preach off of that.
Yo, that's a subconscious thing.
Right.
Like, because you're thinking like just because you're told that like things are gonna be a certain way, you make such an abundance in your brain where you're
Yeah.
like, oh,
Right.
yeah, like it's gonna be full.
Right.
It'll never go empty. It's like no, it'll never be empty. He didn't say it would be full.
Right.
So that was crazy.
That's dope.
But after that, you know, they were having dinners after, but I already had plans with my family.
I got you.
So I opted out of the dinner, but then I like quietly told someone, I was like, yo, man, my family got something, like, you know, we kind of getting together because, you know, my birthday tomorrow and I'm taking off work.
Happy birthday.
And everybody started singing the Stevie Wonder version
Oh gosh, yo.
in the lobby.
Yes.
And I just was like, what do y'all? I did one of these, like,
Yes.
come on, guys. That was way too much attention. And then, yeah, that was that. I mean, but the cool part is, Little Man is a fan of attention. And his birthday is November 1st.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
So we pivoted that, and I was like, "No, it's his birthday."
Nice.
And he was like, "Oh, look at all these people."
Right,
I was like, "Yeah." Like I'm basically holding his arm, like, "You enjoy this because I need to get it off."
Right.
It's a lot going. Like this is a win-win for both of us.
Right.
And then after that, I mean, like, you know, we went to my folks' crib. We just did pizza wings.
Listen.
Nice.
Like pizza wings, cake. Had like an abundance of bad food. Games.
Yes.
You know, bingo,
That's a good
Pictionary, stuff like
birthday.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
that
like,
was a great time.
and then like, you know, their day starts so early on Monday that like they were like tuckered out early and I was able to get a nap too.
Oh.
So everything was crazy. And then today I got a lot of sleep. I think I got sleep and I got my hair braided and I kept it light
Yeah.
for my actual birthday.
Okay.
And the only thing I wanted to do was come here and then go to work later. But I took off my day shift for the last 2 days, so I'm
Yeah.
way more rested than
Right.
usual.
Nice,
that's great.
nice. Oh, you know, when you getting up there in age, those naps are required.
Priceless.
So, yeah.
Beautiful things.
Absolutely.
Naps are great.
Well, I am officially going to wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I love birthdays. I love getting the opportunity to celebrate people. So
Thank
I
you.
wish I had been better prepared and the weather wasn't so sucky. I would have we would have had hats on.
Oh no.
Oh, you got hats?
I think
That's how I get down.
I think Mother Nature gave a personality appropriate one because it's already enough that the topic is going to be about birthdays on my actual one.
Yes.
I got you.
Like,
But I mean,
we're going to talk about birthdays in theory. We're not going to talk about me, so it's going to be.
Yeah,
I could
right.
do it.
But nah, like I mean, it's dope. And then like, so for me, I like rainy weather because I like to sleep, and I feel like sleep is so much better when it's raining. Like
100%.
It's mad
It's
peaceful.
real nice. Yeah.
Like, but shout out to the Lowe's that said much love, guys, and shout out to Amber who said happy birthday.
Thank you so
Amber.
much. Appreciate
What's
it.
up, Amber?
So you want to introduce the topic?
Yeah, I'd love to. I don't remember what it is. I'm
got
gonna allow
you.
AJ to go ahead and throw the actual verbiage out there.
I got you. So over time, have your desires changed about what you want / what want to do for your birthday?
Over time. I mean, I'm just gonna right off the bat say yes, because I know the first few birthdays of mine, I had wanted Barbies and some Legos, and
Right.
I mean, I could do with the Lego. I could still do some Legos right now.
Listen,
actually.
Legos are collectibles.
I could build something right now.
Legos
I'm
got
with
the
it.
they
I'm
got
with
the
it.
flip flops now.
Do they?
That have like
Like the
things on
Roblox type
bottom.
joint?
They got like flip flops that like if you step on them, it actually like grabs.
Oh, that's kind of dope. That's kind of dope.
That's
I
but it's smart marketing because so many people talk about stepping on
Right,
Legos.
yes,
Right.
yes.
That's smart.
I like that.
That was
Okay.
good. That was good.
Whoever did that, kudos.
Genius.
Yeah.
They got tired of
seriously.
stepping on their kids' Legos. That's what it was.
get money.
Right.
And you know
That's
what?
right.
This is a $1 billion idea right here.
Sure is.
So how have those things changed for you? And I'm only starting with you only because it's your birthday, so that perspective is probably fresh.
Yeah, I mean, I'd agree with you on the yes.
Okay.
I'd agree with you as far as like, obviously from a child to an adult. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, some things are mainstays. Like, like a pair of sneakers never hurts because I love sneakers still. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
but tangible gifts. Like, to me, I think that I'm discovering, and when we talked earlier, I told you, like, I'm discovering that a big thing that I desire on my birthday is something that I feel like I'm devoid of normally. Like, I don't get as much as I want.
Okay.
So when I was a kid, I would like there may be tangible things, like, you know what I mean? Like, you may not be in the best position financially, so you can't always get a toy. Or your parents may be teaching you lessons about earning things, so you can't always get the action figure you desire. You can't always get the video game you desire.
Right.
You can't always get the tangible thing, the sneakers, whatever the case may be. But you can say, it's my birthday, so can I get this thing? When I think about, like, older scenarios, like, and this is probably way too honest, but like, we're here, so
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, I think, like, after you become like that younger adult, like, sex seems super high on the list.
Yeah.
Because like it's on such a tough to access type of thing. So it's like, oh, yo, just gotta go down on my birthday, dude. Like, yo, I'm going out. Shorty gotta say what's up.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna leave with something. You know that feeling.
Right. It's my birthday.
You know what I mean? Like, it's come on. It's my birthday.
Jeremiah made a whole song about it.
How many of these do I get?
Right.
Like, you know, like you know what I mean? So
I mean, in a year, right?
Exactly. I'm never gonna get this day again this year. You really gonna let it go anticlimactic for me? That's crazy. Like,
Climactic. Okay.
So there's an era in life, like, where certain things are like coveted, for lack of better words, where you desire them so much because you want the night. You don't want the day to go by without those things.
Right.
Like, now that, like, I work hard enough that, like, whatever's in my scope, I'll provide for myself, or I'm willing to, the things that I'm not willing to get myself, or that I don't have the ability to get for myself right now, I wouldn't even ask people. Like, it's that grandiose. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like certain things are just so far out of reach.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, like, there's a time in my life where I will have a mansion.
Right.
And I can't ask nobody for that. So, you know what I mean? Like, like, even though it's, like, way out there, like, there's a time in my life where, like, I'll have a crazy new car or whatever the case may be. But I wouldn't ask anybody for that. So it's like the things that I don't have, like, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, like, I grab myself kicks all the time.
Right.
I grab myself clothes all the time. Plus, I know how picky I am.
Right.
So I don't really hold anybody to that. Like, nah, if there was one thing that I can't purchase that I never thought of when I was younger, it's time. I can't buy time with my family.
So deep.
And like, you know, to get to this,
Why'd you whisper it?
to get to this part in life and just like be older and like know that, like, you know, even though like gift giving is one of my love languages and I love seeing like my people like I love seeing my people enjoy gifts and enjoy things they like, especially the little ones. Like
Absolutely.
I really don't receive love that way. That's one of the ways I give it.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
Nah, 'cause I'm the same way. So,
so but a big thing for me is like I'm big on words of affirmation. So anybody that like took a little time out of their schedule, drop me a line.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. If they drop like more than a line, I appreciate it more. I hate to say it, and that's no disrespect to anybody that just said happy birthday.
Yeah.
But somebody that took time to actually be appreciative of who I've been to them or who they've seen me be to other people.
or post photos.
Thank you. Yeah, like thank you all so much, because it's the type of credit that I would never seek that I do appreciate a lot.
That's good.
And it's good to see people see that.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to be acknowledged. Just like, yo, for people like showing like, yo, I see your growth and stuff like that. Like, hearing that I'm proud of you, like, even though it's cliche, like, yo, it means
something.
a lot.
It means a lot.
It does.
Like, because not everybody says that as often as you would think. Like, hearing I'm proud of you is kind of like few and far between a lot of times. So, like, it's a dope feeling.
And sometimes people just get used to you being who you are for them.
Right.
So they don't necessarily like, you know, it can get redundant to say thank you to your friend for giving them advice.
Right.
Like, yo, man, thanks for your advice. Thanks for your listening ear. Thanks for this.
Yes.
Like, it's like, yo, I really don't necessarily want to hear that every day.
But I'm going to do it.
But it's dope. Like,
Yeah.
if 6 months pass and you be like, yo, man, I was just looking back and I was like, wow, yo, like, I went through a lot of tough times and, like, you really have been there to listen. I appreciate you.
That's dope.
Like, to me, that means more than a person doing it in a transactional sense where you're like, hey, man, thanks for listening to me talk for the last hour.
Right.
Like, because I feel like in the moment it doesn't hit the same.
I get you.
You know what I mean? But, like, when I feel like you know, when they say, like, hindsight's 20/20.
Right.
Like, to me, like, oh, so you were given an opportunity to look back. Like, you were able to
But
sit
nah,
back
but
with
that's
your
what I'm
thoughts
saying.
and be like, wow. Like, yo, this dude's really been able to help me.
Like, for you, because it takes intention.
Yeah.
Like, saying thank you is more like, as you said, transactional. Like, it's more of like something like you're just used to saying. Or
But I mean, it's
accustomed to
also
saying.
something you tell your children. Somebody
Right.
gives them something, you're like, hey, make sure you say thank you.
Right.
Make sure you say thank you. So what do you think a 30-year-old that has any degree of manners is going to do? Like, they're
Right.
going to say thank you because you just did something for them.
Right.
That doesn't necessarily mean that it's sunk in. And they're actually able to, like let it dwell within them, and they're, like, really developing appreciation when they look back over the situation and be like, wow, if he didn't sit there and listen to me for an hour and give his opinion, I don't know where I'd be.
I mean,
and that's different.
But that's it's just dope to do, like, or dope to receive, like, because, like, that means, like, you took time out your day. Like, even if you were gonna write me, like, all right, say it's somebody you haven't talked to in years, and they just look at some point, they look back at your messages and say, yo,
Yeah.
I just want to see how far back we go, kind of thing.
100%.
And then begin to reread conversations. Like, that will give you a level of thanks. Like, yo.
And you don't know the people you've helped.
Right.
When that's in your nature, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna say this person and this issue and da-da-da.
Right.
Like, yo, I've helped people repair relationships when mine wasn't even good. I've helped people like get to their marriage. I've helped people like through depression. I've helped people through a lot of things just by being a supportive friend, and thankfully being given the freedom that my job gives me, where I don't have to give as much attention all the time.
Right.
I'm able to split myself and be able to, like, lend an ear to people, like, at the drop of a hat when they're going through an emergency.
Right.
And I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Like, I never really necessarily looked at it like it was my gift.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to give that to people.
Listen, I appreciate you for doing it, because
Yes.
not everybody does it. If we just gonna call a spade, because, like, I've heard too many times where people would just be like people's response to, yo, like, how's it going? Oh, no complaints. And then people's responses, if you did complain, nobody would listen anyway. Like, that's mad depressing. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
it's also true.
It's true to a degree. Like, I think some people wouldn't listen. I agree.
But you got your people.
Right.
Like,
there's other people that do care about your complaints. They do care. Like, if you're just a complainer, then yes, no. We probably could use a break. But like, if you're just going through something in the moment and like you're just down, like, no, I don't want you to feel like I don't want to hear your complaints. Share your complaints and let's talk it through. I'm a type of person where I like to fix things. So like, if you want the help, I'll help you. But if you don't want to help it, I tell my wife this all the time. Like, if you don't want me to fix it, don't tell me about the problem.
Listen, you gotta fix everything.
That's
you
what
just
she
be
said.
wanting
I mean,
to vent, bruh.
I want to fix it.
It's tough for a person that's naturally solution oriented.
Yeah.
When people just need a space to vent.
Right.
Because he is like gonna go into problem solving mode. He can't help it.
That's who I am. I'm Mr. Fix It.
For sure, right.
So if you give me a problem, I'm going to figure out how to fix it because that's it. It has now begun a task. But yeah, no, I appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
Of course. For me, I say yes and no. I'm always with the yes and no's. So over time, my desires have changed, but other things haven't changed. So I was always big on time, as KJ said earlier. Like, that was my thing. Like, my thing about parties was being present. Like, I wanted people that were willing to celebrate with me, that wanted to celebrate with me. But now, like, I think the guest list has changed, or the qualifications for the guest list has changed.
Yes.
Because, like, it's not, before it was like, yeah, I wanted family members, like people I liked and stuff like that. But now it's more so like, I want people that support me.
Right.
I want people that have, as they said, want people that was shooting in the gym with me. Like,
For sure.
Or that just hopped in the gym midway. Oh, you shooting around? All right, let me hop in the gym with you. Like,
For sure.
You don't have to be with me from day one.
Right.
Like,
Oh,
you
no,
could have
I
came
always
in on
said,
day
like,
756. But
I love day sums.
right.
I love day sums. I don't need day ones.
Yeah.
Listen. But for real, no, I have some day ones. I have some day ones that are cool people, and I appreciate them a lot. But I don't want to say I don't appreciate the people that came in later on in life because like they hold a position as well.
Right.
And like, not to say, because what they'll say is like, oh yo, you can have day ones that betray you and day sums that was down from jump.
That's a
You
fact.
don't got it is absolutely
Two things
fact.
can be true.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's the part.
And my thing is like, yo, I want good people
Yeah.
around me, and not only good people but good intentioned people,
Right.
Absolutely.
regardless of their tenure.
Right.
So if you are 10 days versus 10 years, I want both, as long as they're solid.
Right.
And people, are forever evolving. So what your baseline is and what your goals or even your morals are at a certain point in life might not align anymore. You know what I
100%.
mean? And
Right.
like, just like I was talking about my homegirls from college, like, just life is totally different now. Like, we had almost everything in common at a point because we were all in school. Almost everybody was, studying the same thing. So all that was in common. But now, like, we got, somebody's getting married. A lot of people already married. A lot of us still single. Some of us have kids. Some of us are trying to have kids. Like, all these things are happening. And it's like, not that you're not a good person, but just certain things may not be lining up for us to maintain the same type of friendship that we once
Right.
had. And that there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
So
I think that they're the hours in the day are limited, and when different dynamics introduce themselves, it starts to automatically shift your circle. So like you and your homegirls, for lack of better words, it'd be amazing if once a month, every month, you were able to like go to brunch.
yeah.
And like, have a nice little catch up vibe.
Right.
But then it's gonna be like, okay, like this one person's an RN and they always work 12-hour
Right.
shifts
They're not
and
able
they're
to
so
make it,
busy
yeah.
and they got engaged. So now they like take that limited free time and pivot it to like watching football with their husband.
Right.
And it's like, that don't mean she don't love y'all.
Right. It's not a slight shift.
Exactly.
And like, you know what I mean? And then the next person is like, you know, dealing with a certain traumatic issue where they decide like they want to seek a support group where they actually link together. It's like, yo, this is all chipping away at the brunch group.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like the 12 goes to 11. Then it goes to 9. Then it goes to 8. Then it goes to 6. And it's not that 6 of y'all are left and the 5 betrayed y'all.
Right.
It's like everybody has so many hours available. And it's like, yo, I get a sitter once a week, bro.
Right.
It's no shade, but like I need this to be able to function.
But nah, so like, listen, the issue is that not enough people watch The Sandlot growing up.
100%.
So like, if you watch The Sandlot, you see at the end of the movie like
when they start running and vanishing.
And they
I knew that's what you was about to do.
None of us knew that would be the last time we played baseball together. Like it sounds depressing, but the truth of the matter is things happen that pull you guys apart, and it's not necessarily like this is actually what I preached about on Sunday, and it's not necessarily that you guys are wrong for each other or you're bad for each other or anything like that. It's just you're going in different directions.
Man, the Sandlot analogy is crazy because like one dude just got married. Like you know, like and that, but that's all it takes.
Yeah.
That's how much time is a commodity when you're an adult.
Right.
Like yo, I gotta make sure. Like yo, I gotta go to my kid's soccer game, bro.
Right.
So we can't play pickup.
So
like we used to.
But I mean, I think if you have the time, you can make time for those friends if you want to. So like, I think you can have like, all right, so if we all cool and we try to kick it and you got to go to your soccer game, we can all go to the soccer game. Like,
but see, what you're talking about is your whole group being willing to move something around you for one. And for two, you're talking about a healthy person understanding. Like, you know, some people, like that's a very healthy friend group. To either go there or to be like, oh, no, you know, when the season's over, I'll see you there. But some people, you miss 3 Sundays in a row. And we always link at LA Fitness. So Tony acting brand new. Tony don't want to be around us no more.
You're right.
Like, and God forbid you're the first one in a relationship. God forbid you're the first one with kids.
Yeah.
Like, nobody can understand because those dynamics are changing.
Right.
And you're in such not a better place, not a worse place.
Just a different
You're
place.
in such a different place that the relatability shifts. Like, I remember at one point, I was the first one to live with a mate. And have 2 full-time jobs at the same time.
Yeah.
And, like, friends thought, like, I mean, we were in a friend group that would literally go out, party.
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, weekly. When I started pulling away from that, there was a lot of people that couldn't understand it. And all I said was like, yo, I love y'all to death. But you will see as soon as you live with somebody how crazy that sounds to just be going out every night. I can't go out every weekend. It's like, yo, I might go out this Thursday. Next Thursday, I'm going to take her to dinner. The week after that, I'm actually just tired because I've been working 80 hours this week. The week after that, I'm like, money's kind of tight. I can actually put that in the grocery store instead of putting it into the bar tab.
Right.
And then, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like,
but now it's priorities. That's really what it is.
But when I was the first to do that, it seemed so foreign to my friend group, guys and girls alike. And then everybody was like, yo, I haven't talked to you in a month. I was like, yeah. I was like, welcome. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you live with your shorty now. It's crazy.
Right.
Like, oh, you live with your man now. It's crazy.
Right.
Like now we all get each other.
Now you
and
understand.
But luckily, I had enough foresight to not take it personal.
I think that's huge.
Because I ended up being the reverse. I ended up being single when all their relationship dynamics changed, and I wasn't trying. Like, I was trying to be out because I had nothing better to do.
Right.
But I wasn't out resenting them.
Right.
I was like, nah, y'all just on that side now.
But I think that's huge, and that's like a big thing for growth, because that's what happens with a lot of relationships and like people and friendships, and they just break off because they never understand, and then when they're at that point, a lot of people don't have the humility to be like, yo, I didn't understand. That was my fault. That was my bad. I was tripping.
But you know what ends up happening? Like, I feel like, I mean, and it's not maybe with every friend group, but like, I feel like birthdays end up being the thing that kind of brings people together.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's like, especially those milestone birthdays.
Listen, milestone stuff, like, I gotta be there. That's my people's.
Yeah.
Like, we gonna make it work.
Right. So, I mean, I'm trying to think now. Like, I have, so my birthday is a unique date. It's not
February 29th? You the leap year?
No.
That was unique.
No, no, you're right.
That does fit the criteria.
It does. You're right. My bad. No
Like,
shade to those Pisces.
Are you
but
like
no,
8 right now?
Absolutely not. I am on. I don't even want to tell my birthday, but I'm on a holiday. So it's like my birthday just don't. It ain't it. You know what I mean? Like that's not why people are celebrating New Year's Eve.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I mean, I feel a little bit of your pain because people have told me my birthday's Christmas. I mean, Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone tells me my birthday is Halloween.
Yeah.
And, like, Halloween's always going to be more important because it's just...
Ew.
But it's a nationally commercialized holiday.
Ew, right. It's not even like a real...
But you got to... Oh, okay. You can...
I hate that people do that.
You can ill it all you want,
no,
but did you open Facebook this weekend?
What happened?
Did you see... 1 million girls wear
cat
costumes
and
bunnies.
You know my algorithm is totally off.
No, but but I'm just saying like that is a normal thing.
Yes.
Like adult Halloween parties, kids getting dressed for Halloween. Like there's a lot more things to do than me. Like if my birthday was 2 weeks ago.
True.
It'd be easy to shift.
It'd be easier to see. Right.
But me personally, I think that actually helped me become the type of person I am.
What?
Like, I'm not ever looking for the focus to centralize on me.
Yo.
Because it was built that way. Right. Like, you already know that the world has to look at your birthday a certain way.
Right. And I think that's, and I was going to say, I think that's why I am how I am. Like, very clearly, like, again, it's no shade. I don't take it personal. You know, you guys want to get dressed up and do you for New Year's, go ahead and do that.
I never understood why we celebrate New Year's Day.
Listen.
The party is on New Year's Eve. What do we celebrate?
Who celebrates on New Year's Day? My birthday's New Year's Eve.
No, but I'm saying like New Year's. So like,
if
you talk about like
a shindig building up to people going out later that night.
So like if we're talking about work, like you get New Year's Day off.
Don't worry.
But nobody does anything New Year's Day.
He gotta do that.
New Year's Day is the hangover day. That's for people that got drunk the day before.
Right.
Like
that's why we live in America. That's exactly why. Like that's exactly why.
What's the other thing that's customary on New Year's Day? Ham.
Is it?
Ham?
New Year's Day, I think people
Black Eyed Peas.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think I heard that.
I mean, I'm not trying to be shady at all because I'm not.
I don't eat either of those. I don't eat those.
American culture,
I eat
so
Black
like
Eyed
I
Peas.
don't.
Wait, what? Whoa. No, I got you.
Cut it out. Anyway, I hear that's a thing. Black Eyed Peas on New Year's. Anyway, tell me more about it if you know. But so like my birthdays have, you know, just traditionally not been about me, and it's okay. And so that's why I don't necessarily seek attention on the day. If I do get some, it's cool. But I do like to enjoy the day for myself. Like if like even pre being a mother, I'm good with just like hanging out. Yo, I remember one birthday, right? Yo, probably my favorite birthday. It was like 11:20, maybe 11:30. I went downtown. Well, I mean, because, you know, midnight. You know,
right. Gotcha.
So I went downtown.
Glasses up, cheers.
And I think I went to probably Zone or whatever it was called at the time. And met up with my... Nah, we didn't go to that one. We were...
We had a good party era. Like for it to just be Worthington Street, it was solid. Really, I mean, you had Fat Cats.
They'll never have that again.
Yeah. People used to go to Fat Cats all the time.
But I remember going into the club, found my friends like, "Hey guys," I'm like, "Oh, Chevy, happy birthday!" And I'm like, "Yeah," I was like, "Yeah, happy birthday!" And I was like, "Great, happy birthday, happy New Year." deuces. And I walked out. Thanks for celebrating with me, guys. I walked out. I left. I drove home by myself. I don't think I drank that night. Wow. Or if I did, I didn't drink until I got home.
You said this is your favorite birthday?
Yo. Cause that's the other thing
like
about my birthday. It's not even about the attention. I'm okay with it. I can handle it on most occasions. But it's the winter. So
yes.
Number one, it's cold.
And
you can't go to the club in a sweatsuit, even though I want to. I've wanted to every time.
It's cold.
That's been one of my things. I would love to go to the club in a sweatsuit and then be able to dance as well. But like you're getting cute, got heels on, it's cold.
Slippery.
It might be, exactly. It might be that situation as well. So like I think I came in flats too. Like I was just like, hey, you guys want me to come? I'm here.
3/4 of your legs are out. Like,
right.
Girls have a whole different experience going on.
I talked about it with my wife because we were talking about it and she was like, oh, the way girls get dressed, it's not, girls don't dress for comfort, they dress for looks.
Yeah,
I'm like, if I was
cute.
a girl, I'd 100% dress for comfort.
I
want to be comfortable.
It has changed over.
The thought process would probably be different.
I mean, maybe on a day to day. Maybe on a day to day.
Yeah.
But like a lot of, and to me, I'll say this. Like, I feel like we're removed. Like, majority of us. I'm not speaking on anybody, but like a lot of people are removed from the club. So
of course,
you may be even regardless of barring religion, whatever the case may be. Like you just like kind of like aged out or whatever the case. But when you decide that you want to go out, like women still throw heels on. And those aren't the most comfortable. And I'm pretty sure, like, if a woman looks at majority of her heels collection, she doesn't have that many wedges, and those are the most comfortable ones. Yeah. So I've heard.
Look at you.
Oh, I listen. I actually listen.
I be looking at them heels like, yo, those don't look comfortable.
You know what's crazy?
Like, it looks like you're walking on your tippy toes all day. That sounds it sounds painful.
It could be. Some people do that. But it's I gave up heels for the club a while back. I stopped going to the club a long time ago anyway, but because I was just like, I remember being in Vegas one time. It was I have multiple Scorpio end of October, early November. People. All like the majority of my friends, that's how their birthdays fall.
Good people.
So I remember being in Vegas once, and we we're in costumes and heels and stuff like that. We're 22, 23, and we're out there doing that. And I was just like, yo, my feet hurt. I'm tired. You up all night doing whatever in Vegas, especially
doing the chicken noodle soup.
I'm just like, yo, I'm done, and like
calves on fire.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I'm like, yo, I just never been that person. It's me. It's a personal thing that's just, I'm a peculiar person as I'm called to be. But I just was like, nah, I don't. This is not fun. I'm taking these shoes off. And I'm going to dance. Like, this is why we're here. The music is good. Like, I want to do the fun things. I don't want to stand.
Wait, you went no shoes on?
See,
I've seen a lot of girls.
Listen, let me
I've seen a lot of girls do it like at the club. Like,
no, this is very specific. I don't do that. We were in VIP and I was standing on the couch.
Okay,
like,
that's
that
a good one.
I give you that one.
I'm not
because I'm like I've
walking
seen people,
around the club where drinks have been spilled and that's not happening.
I've definitely seen them like
we're not doing that.
I've definitely seen them out of their shoes, barefoot, and I'm like, that feels mad
if
sticky.
You're fully intoxicated, you don't even notice.
Well, you know what? I'll say this: the logic behind it, I support the logic. The aesthetic,
better grip.
No, the aesthetic, the aesthetic.
You got your Velcro feet on.
The aesthetic I can't support. Like barefoot in the club.
Yeah, it's not a good look. It's not.
The aesthetic is tough, but the logic and how painful it is,
Listen, I could just imagine being barefoot in a club, stepping in something mad sticky. You feel it peel off your foot, like.
Oh God!
Oh no! Man. Now every time you step, you feel it. Oh, absolutely not.
And I think like, yo, bro, like we've never been in a situation where like our feet are that uncomfortable that we have to make life decisions.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. I know you guys.
Plus, I don't like open toe sandals, so like my feet are never out.
Oh Lord,
So like,
listen, I hope not. I mean, no, let me not. Judge.
I hope not was
Nah,
crazy.
That's
I
not
don't
what
like-
I meant because he said it like.
I don't like
I
I
took it
don't
the
have
wrong way.
hideous feet. Like my feet are fine, but I don't like my feet being out.
I'm
Like,
gonna ask a terrible question about feet.
like I'm a flip flop guy. I'm a slides guy with socks on.
Are you?
Okay, I respect it.
Have your feet ever been exposed to the sun?
Yeah,
So your feet are your color.
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
Mine aren't.
They're not.
I don't think
Lighter?
mine are right now either.
I got you.
Yeah,
Nah, over the weekend I think I wore because it was so nice out.
So
on
I don't do it
Saturday.
all. Like
my feet are very light because they've never been exposed to the sun. They're
Nah, I've
terrible.
been because I've been to the beach
Embarrassing.
before. I've been to the beach before. I'll go to the pool and stuff like that. Like
every person.
I
I've
just
ever
don't
shown.
like I can
Every
have my feet out. I just don't like that be my walking around thing. Like I can't walk around with my feet out. Like if I'm at the pool, completely different. I'm going swimming. If I'm at the beach,
I never wore socks in the pool. That's crazy.
I'm
Nah, I
sorry.
definitely don't wear
I'm
socks.
sorry.
You
What?
wore socks in the pool?
I said no. I've never. I said
Yeah,
that's
okay. Yeah, that's a little.
I said I've never. That
I
would be
appreciate that.
I can't do it. Plus, I've had wet socks before on your shoes, and yeah. Plus, like my brother got us into because my dad's from New York, so everybody wears Timbs. So like, you get your soaking foot and your Timbs.
That's disgusting.
The squish.
Yo, a squishy Tim is crazy.
Yeah.
And I only know that evidenced by snow and
Snow.
Oh yeah.
And then like it's like once it like melts,
Yeah,
that is
that's
a
it.
terrible
That's it.
Timberland experience.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. Oh.
Yikes.
But yeah, so I think I haven't like the birthdays. The desire has changed to a degree, and the other things haven't changed. But the thing that stays constant is just time. Like I want to spend time with the people that love me and that I love, but I also want to do things that like Matter of fact, I don't cater to people for my parties anymore. Like when you're younger, you cater to what everybody else wants. Oh, they don't like this kind of pizza. They don't want X, Y, and Z.
You're trying to make it palatable for everyone.
for everybody. Nah, not anymore. If you don't want to go, that's cool. Just don't go.
And I mean, like it. I guess it used to sound very bratty because the only evidence I had of it was like that song, like "It's My Party" and I'll cry if I want to.
Right.
But it's like, but I understand. Like, I understand as I grow that, like, even if what I request is simple,
Yep.
that's what I request.
Right. That's me.
And that's all. Like, you know what I mean? So, I didn't want a gift. I wanted family time.
Right.
And I wanted rest. And I got both of those.
Score.
So, everything else was literally like gravy. Like, it was just, like, additional.
That is a
was
winning day.
You know what I mean? Like my day was amazing, and I couldn't stop thinking my family. I couldn't stop thinking my lady, like, because I was just so happy that everyone was able to clear their schedule.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even if my lady was able to be like, yo, Sunday's the day where like after church I clean and I this and I that.
Yep.
Like for her to move that back 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah.
For us to just sit there and actually do nothing and not think about the world, that's priceless to me.
Nice.
Right.
To be able to like I'm like, yo, y'all did that for me, and she's like, yo, this is nothing, and I'm like, I understand, but it's always so tough for us to achieve.
Right. Well, no, because it feels like it's nothing, but if like it means so much more. Like it's the difference between like if I'm a billionaire, giving somebody $1 million is a deep chunk of change, but I'm a billionaire, so it's not that much of a loss compared to somebody who's never achieved $1 million.
Man, I was it's funny. I mean, I've always talked about that when it came to that those dating combos, the dating pool combos.
Yeah.
I would always like reference ladies talking about like guys getting to the bag, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's amazing if you have a dude that's a millionaire that throws you $10,000.
Right.
But If a guy that has $1,000 to his name
Gives you $1,000 or
$500,
that is huge.
that man gave you half of his money.
Right.
Percentage wise,
He's
if
crushing
you
it.
think of the future of that man, if he has a work ethic
Right.
and he's able to go far with you and you guys are that compatible, look at the evidence that you have of his willingness to share half of what's his with you.
Right.
As opposed to the person that shared so much more, but it's such a light percentage in comparison to what they had access to.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Not to be about money, but you know what I mean?
Nah, but-
I understand what you're saying though. Just like, if you are with somebody who works,
Time and
60
all these
hours
things,
a
yup.
week, and like you're dedicating.
Like
you
who
know,
will
a
take
whole-
off a day for
Right.
you?
Yeah.
And
So
things
no,
like that. Yep.
I feel you on that.
Listen.
It's different. It's different. But yeah. So like even to AJ's point, I think that's an evolution for me where it's just like I do want time. Like I do, even though I'd like to be alone a lot. I do appreciate the efforts of like my family trying to like take me out for dinner or whatever. My daughter's starting to get really big on birthdays, and I know that she's gotten that from me because I do like to celebrate people on their day. But she's just like, "Are we getting a cake, Mommy? Do you want a cake? You want balloons?" And I mean, she's 7. Piggy bank is stacked now. But there were points where she's like, no, I'm just saying, like, I've bought my own balloons at her request.
Right.
Or like, Mommy, I think you need a couple balloons for your birthday.
That's dope.
And so we'll go do that. And
It's so nice.
I mean,
You're
what else am
raising
I gonna
such
do?
a
Because it would have
thoughtful
been.
young person.
I'm trying.
It's amazing.
I'm trying.
Like every story I hear about her has so much like consideration for others, and I'm just like
She is that
marveling
kid.
at it
Oh,
because
yeah,
at
she
her
is that kid.
age,
Right.
that's rare.
Really?
Yeah, I mean you
I
wouldn't
ca-
know
yeah.
because
How old your daughter?
you wouldn't
7.
Yeah.
you wouldn't know because I mean like you.
It's normal.
Like
for
you're
you
not
because
looking
it's your
at the
daughter.
field.
Yeah.
Like every day
Right.
you're with her, and her thoughtfulness is probably just so normal to you.
Yes.
But like like I've worked with children, and like the natural nature of a person is just to be self-centered.
Yeah.
My kids do it all the time, but they do it for like stuff that they want out of me. So they'll be like, "Daddy, you want a hug?" I'm like, "Do you want a hug?" Yes. I'm like, you should just say that. You tried to hustle me into giving you a hug.
For sure.
Yeah.
Learning these little shortcuts to getting stuff that they want.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh man, you said something about your friends a lot of them being Scorpios.
Listen, like
What does that mean?
it doesn't mean. See, okay, right? It really doesn't mean anything. I'm just
Astrology.
always like
Wait, is that astrology? That's not
dumbfounded.
astrology. Astrology.
astrology.
Yeah, that's that.
It is
You got
astrology?
that.
Yes.
The
What am I thinking of?
stars
What-
telling
what's
niggas
stars?
how they are
That
because
is
of their
stars?
birthday.
Astrology is specific to the constellations that make up,
Yeah, you good.
The
Not to be mixed with astronomy.
astronomy is
astronomy.
about the study. Yes.
That's what I was thinking. Of.
They're not one and the same, but but yeah. So my whole life, I've been surrounded by these Scorpios, and I'm just like, yo, where did y'all come from? But apparently, Capricorns and Scorpios are compatible in the that friendship realm or whatnot.
I'm a Capricorn.
I'm not. I'm surprised, but not. At the same
What?
time.
I don't know if I should be offended or not.
But it's funny because my homegirl, who is the bridal shower I went to on over the weekend, her fiance is a Capricorn, and I'm like, yo, like really, the combination does work. I don't know what it's about, but like, we all complement each other in a very nice way. So shout out to my girls. I mean, I could delve a little deeper into the whole like, this astrological sign and this astrological
Are
sign
compatible?
are compatible. But I'm not even gonna do that.
What
I
does
will
that
just say
mean?
I will just say that
mean?
because we're not gonna. I've come to the mindset through actual study, as well as just common sense that there is no alignment of stars that's gonna change or make you permanently to be a specific way. That's all I gotta say about that. the transformative power of God is real. Okay. Nah, I'm just saying, like, I just hope nobody really lends too hard to the oh, I'm this way because of my son.
So my issue, if I'm gonna go there because that's who I am. I have to. But my issue is that people like to say that they were made a certain way, or they were forced to be a certain way, or like it's because of your astrology or your sign and all this other thing. The bottom line is you made a decision.
Yeah.
The bottom line is you made a choice to do X, Y, and Z, and at any point in time, you can choose to do the opposite. And listen, I don't know. I have read some of the little astrology things, like not often, but I've read like the ones that are on Facebook. I don't know if they're real. I don't know if they're accurate. I don't really dive too deep into it. And I found things that are similar to who I am, and I found other things that have nothing to do with me. Like, if I'm just gonna call a spade, like there's parts of both.
Yeah.
So I think the big thing about it is just like I don't want to judge people off of your sign. I'm gonna judge you off of you.
Right.
Do I like you? And if you suck that day, then you just suck that day. It's okay. You got another chance tomorrow. You try again.
You heard her pause, right?
Oh, my bad.
Letting that one go.
That was a good pause. I don't know if I necessarily. I guess I have a similar experience to you as far as seeing things in reference to my sign that seem to make sense, and I've seen some things that don't necessarily make sense to me.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't know, like I don't put enough stock in it to disprove or prove it proper. Correct. Because I mean, like I don't look at it so far to be like you said, all the things about like, yo, I'm a this rising and all the other things that are in the birth chart, and like adding the time that I was born.
Yeah, I ain't doing all that.
Which way I'm facing right now. all the other things, and I'm sorry because that like can seem very dismissive to somebody that's super invested in that.
My bad.
But
it sounds like homework to me, and I'm not down for it.
Yeah, I mean when it comes down to it, I'm lazy.
Right. That's me too.
And I haven't invested the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean sometimes it's right, and I mean even hearing what you said about signs and compatibility, like I mean like I won't step on that, but I definitely would be a person that disproved that theory.
Okay.
But that theory was also successful for a time, so
Right.
And I think that's how like all of it goes. It's like it's good till it's bad.
Listen,
like it makes sense till it don't.
That's right. What do they say? The saying is a broken clock is right two times out of the day.
Yeah.
Like, it's possible. Like, I think there's a lot of times they're blanket statements. They're blanket statements that can be applied to anyone. You can read somebody else's sign and then see parts of stuff that are like you.
Yeah.
Like for somebody else's sign. The issue is you're focusing on yours. It's like one of those. You ever seen the magic tricks on Facebook? And they try to coerce you into to picking this answer.
Oh nah.
So there's a magic trick on Facebook, and it's basically trying to get you to say like pink elephant or something like that.
Okay.
So like they basically it's what it is psychology. So what they do is they give you a list of numbers, and they tell you with these lists of numbers take out all. It's an algorithm. So they say take the letters of your name and take out all the vowels or something like that. So all the consonants, if you look at all the letters, all the consonants add up to the same number. So what they do is they basically take away the parts of you that are unique to put the same part together. Okay. So like basically, and then what they do is after that, they add those numbers up. Once they add those numbers up, they subtract the part that was unique. Because I have to subtract that part so I can get you to the standard number, so then I can tell you the trick and then prove the answer right or something like that. It's something weird. But basically all it is it's misdirection. So you're so focused on what you're doing and the concept of it that you don't realize, or a lot of people don't realize, that you've taken out the thing that was special to you. And now you're left with the standardized practice that gives
That can
you
apply to anyone.
correct. And that's the issue. Like, the issue is like, yo, you don't, not to say that astrology is wrong. I'm not gonna tell you it's wrong. If you believe in it, that is your God-given right. That is your choice. You have a choice, and you are exercising that right, and you go for it, and you do it. I don't believe in it, but that's my choice. That's me.
What the Bible say?
But listen,
Sorry. I'm messing with you.
we'll go there. We'll go there if you want. But
Lord.
because you have this option, you can choose to do that. However, I don't want you to get to. I don't want anybody to get to a place where they feel like, oh, I made this mistake because I was following something that told me this is who I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
And that's the issue that a lot of people fall in. There's a bunch of different traps to get you to the same spot where you don't know who you're supposed to be. So you try to become someone else. And it's a bunch of different tricks, same result. So, I mean, but you do what you want to do.
Yes. He been at work for many years. He knows the tricks.
he know a couple of them.
He knows the tricks.
You okay?
But
oh man, I had a random question pop into my head.
Yeah.
About your birthday.
January 7th. I'm a Capricorn. So I'm my birthday is not quite a holiday, but I'm around the corner.
Of what? Oh.
New Year's.
I was wondering if a person was like, I won't even say a union, but let's say like the people that want to celebrate your birthday.
Yep.
How do you feel you're supposed to handle it if they desire to celebrate your birthday in a way that you don't?
Okay.
I think that happens a lot. And
All
I
right.
think
Siobhan was ready for this.
Because I was just
lot.
thinking about that. Because I feel like it's just similar to the whole love language thing. And you usually, right? The goal is supposed to be you learning your person's love language and executing based on that, right?
Correct.
Okay. So if my partner is saying that they, want a low-key birthday, they don't want to do much, they don't want to see a lot of people, me throwing them a surprise party is not conducive to the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't want to do that for them just because I want a surprise party for myself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
like that.
So it's just being mindful, like, just like we were just saying, like how we see our birthdays, how our perspective of our birthdays and things that we want for our special day. We got to be respectful of that with our partners. Like, I think I'm saying that because I want a surprise party one day in my life.
Just that into existence.
Yeah.
Some 5'9" guy is going.
Don't do that. Don't put that on there.
Why you do that?
But
I'm sorry.
So when you're so when you're tall spouse, when your tall spouse provides that, I just want to make sure that you remember what is necessary in order for. I called him tall. Why are you rolling your eyes
I'm
at
not,
me?
because
Tall is subjective. That's why she
know.
wants you to put the
I
height
didn't
on
do
it.
that. like when your 6'3" spouse provides you with a surprise party, I want you to remember, and I'm speaking for all men that have ever tried to pull off a surprise party.
I've done it before.
It don't even be out. See, that's okay. I said
I ain't
wrong
even
then.
say it yet.
Nah, because it's
That's
not necessarily
crazy.
a party. I just like to be surprised. I don't come off as someone who likes to be surprised, but I like to be surprised.
No, I just
surprise
want
is the point. I don't need no party.
No, I just want you to know that being the art of being surprised requires a level of
knowledge.
No, mistruth.
That's true.
In order to pull it off.
Yes.
And the skepticism of the receiver of said surprise can often make the surprise not worth doing. Because because the person will naturally be like, why are you acting funny? What's going on? And you're just trying to like put together this thing. And so many like if your nature is inquisitive, you will naturally question why everything around you doesn't seem normal flow, or why everything's working in a weird way too perfect. Like, why are my friends trying to get me to do my nails when they usually don't bother me? When the whole time you're trying to like propose. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you be trying to do mad stuff to her, and you try to get her to go somewhere, and she be like, but I don't want to go there.
Right.
Like, I don't really want to go there today. And you be like,
if you don't just go over there.
Listen, nigga, there's a party waiting. There's people with gifts. You know what? You're having a party, and you just get like.
Nah, I'll tell you. I did it. So I did it for my wife. I did it for my wife early, and she was mad. I made her mad. So what happened was because as he said, you have to be deceptive. So being deceptive, in
a well-intentioned way. You're not you're not trying to lie to her.
Right.
But you are using misdirection, and you're using mistruths to be able to pull off the ultimate happiness at the end of the party.
So what happened was so she didn't know. So her birthday and her mother-in-law's birthday is on the same day. So we all went out to eat. And her thing about it is she's always had to share her birthday. So she doesn't like sharing her birthday. So what I said was, oh, we're not doing anything. I got to go to work. So we went out to eat. She thought that was it. I'm like, I got to go to work. I can't bring you home. Your sister's going to bring you home. So she's upset because now not only does she not do anything on her birthday, but now I'm not even bringing her home, and I'm going to work. She's trying to figure it out. She's all sad. And little did she know, I'd already texted everybody, told them to meet me at the bowling alley. So I'd already planned out this party. We get there, and this is when we first started dating. So we get there, and I'm not the first person she sees. So they go bowling, and she sees... I think she saw one of her friends walking in. She's like, oh, let's go bowling because it's your birthday. So take her bowling. And I show up. She's like, oh. I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, oh, we're over there. And then she sees all these big group of people. And she's all excited. She's like, oh, my gosh. Why are you guys all here? It was a surprise birthday. But because of that, like, there's a level of mistrust. Because, like, yo, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Like, so it could go very good, or it could go very wrong.
You could argue before you get to the surprise.
Right. It could get into a big argument over something.
Why you side-eye me?
Nah, I could see that happening. That's why.
Very much so. I'm sure it happens.
Been there.
Ah, got you.
I'm sure she was hot. I told you she was mad.
That's tough. But now you supposed to look like your face ain't your face,
right?
Because now you in front of all these people, and you got to act like you happy to be doing
baby,
this. When you like, here's your party. You like, you want to throw the party.
Talking all that junk.
Like, yeah, like
one of those went out.
Oh, yeah. Like, where's my apology?
Right.
Where is it right now? I need
it. Yeah, right. Man.
No, that's all. Like, I was just
risk.
No, but I was cautioning you.
Yeah,
To be willing to be surprised. Yeah. You know, a lot of people enjoy surprises, but they don't understand that like there's a certain level of things that you need in order to be surprised. A willingness to allow things to happen.
And I was just gonna say, I feel like because of where I'm going in life, and really trying to let God be God. And get out the way. I'm trying to lend to that in other areas of my life where it's like, okay, control is not required here, except for in the parenting realm. Like, I just need to let things kind of flow and be.
Right.
So I think that's why I'm into the idea of surprises now. I don't think I necessarily was before. Because
I think
that inquisitive thing is real. Like, I am that. And it's not, no. Remember we was talking earlier? that discernment thing is that because I'm like, oh dang, I know that nigga's lying about something.
That's why I was like, that's why I said inquisitive. Like something feels off.
Yes.
That's why I keep using the word mistrust versus lie, because I feel like the connotation with the word lie is that there's some deception happening. Now, in order for someone to do something negative, they'll probably be hiding some things from you, omitting some things from you, navigating around the facts in order to make things work.
Yes.
Right. Like that same tool would be needed in order to lie, in order to pull off a surprise. But it's just the end goal is one nigga's trying to cheat and the other nigga's trying to put together a party for you. You know what I mean? Like one thing is totally positive and the other thing is totally negative. Yeah. But you would need the same skill set to pull it off, which is crazy. That's why.
I mean, I think innately most of y'all have anyway, so you guys should be good.
Whoa.
I am not.
Black people don't lie.
What? Why did you just do that?
What?
You just said most of y'all have the skill set to do what?
Just playing surprises.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That's exactly what you weren't saying. That's okay. I appreciate how you sidestep the accusatory phrase.
Sidestep out the way. This one,
crazy.
Whoop! You almost got me. Gotta be quicker than that.
But you know what's funny? Like if that was your argument for a gentleman that wasn't willing to articulate a surprise, you could be like, my nigga, like I know you can lie.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
It would be a funny argument. Because you'd be like, I know you have the skill set.
If you successfully pull off a surprise party, you can be in that hot seat. Like, well, what else you been lying about?
And this is okay. That's another wrinkle of it going wrong.
Okay.
Imagine you do too well.
Right.
So you could lie in my face and I wouldn't even feel it. Wow, you're good. How long you been planning this?
Right.
So for 2 months.
Right.
You really
lying in my face.
You really laid next to me peacefully in the truth. Never just permeated off of your body to the point where I could feel it. I thought we were in tune. I thought I was so intuitive that that I would feel that something was different.
Right.
My woman's intuition is always spot on. But it's not. Because I couldn't even feel that you was acting funny to pull off this.
So if that's the case, then...
So you was texting my friend?
Yep. Oh, Lord.
My friend didn't tell me? Oh, you guys are liars. Boy, it could go bad.
It could go wrong. It could go
horribly bad. Like, why don't we just plan your party? Sorry.
We can plan it together, and then I'll tell you what it is as a surprise.
Yo, not even, like, the day could be a surprise.
Wow.
Like, here's a dress.
Threw a whole wrench in the thought process there.
I think that's my new way to do it.
Go plan it together.
Hey, babe, I just want you to know, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy you 7 cool outfits. And I'm going to say, wear these this week.
Any day
Any day. You'll be cool.
That is dope. I'm not going to lie.
Because
you're up 7 outfits.
7 super fly outfits that like
7
you
outfits.
wouldn't be mad at taking the pictures and like your nails will match all the colors in it. Like it'll all be the same scheme. Like you know what I'm saying? Like my lady's favorite color is like olive green. So it's like cool, we gonna do the green and then I'm gonna make sure all the outfits coordinate with that. And I'm be like, cool, your party can happen any day.
Right. You don't know which day?
You don't know.
But one of these
I done
days.
set everything up, but you don't know.
Yeah.
And that's all I could do. That's the best surprise.
That's probably the best way to do it. I'm not gonna lie. You just helped out a million people right now.
Oh no, I'm trying to not.
That's pretty good.
Yo, men don't like. Okay, I can't speak for all men. But men that are not trying to get in trouble don't want to get in trouble by accident. Especially not when you're in the middle of doing something good.
Right.
Like that is the most annoying thing when you were trying to do something positive and it turns into a problem. You be like, how did we get here?
Right.
Like this night was definitely supposed to end up in some form of physical gratitude.
Why are you upset? Wait,
like physical gratitude.
Right.
Like verbal gratitude. Like the last thing that was on my list was arguing.
Right.
I didn't build this for 2 months for you to end up fighting with me.
Right.
That is wild.
and for me to look dishonest. Like, this is going completely wrong. Like, now you like, oh, see, I knew you always liked Tammy. That's why you and her been talking for 2 months. Like,
God.
Oh, right.
Like,
That is those. I feel like that would be a very rare outcome.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's rare. It didn't happen to me, but I can
it's
see
plausible.
it happening.
Plausible.
It's definitely plausible.
Anything is.
It's definitely plausible. Like because of the way you have to go about it to pull off a surprise party. Like it is. If
there's so much deceit in it, your perception has to be so positive. Like you have to be in a healthy place to not vilify the level of deception that is required to pull it off.
Same thing with a marriage proposal. With a marriage proposal, your whole family comes, your best friend comes, she records all this other stuff. Like so, you.
It's not like it's a staff. Like shout out to the videographer that you hire.
Right.
That nigga don't got to be friends with your lady.
Right.
So that's cool. But you gotta get her. You gotta talk to her mom.
You gotta get her best friend. You gotta get her mom.
Like, you know what I mean? Like they gotta.
Like, there's a group of people that you have.
They have to lie to her.
Right.
Oh my God, girl, I'm going through something. What do you think? Mandy Petty's on Tuesday, so that we could just vent. And you're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna be there for my friend. And like, yo, we're gonna go do Mandy Petty's on Tuesday. Meanwhile, you're getting your nails done to make sure that when she has her Instagram moment, it's not with the week-old drinks that one chick. Right. You know, like, you try and get her right. You know, like all these things you have to think of.
Thinking about it, he was like, "Yeah, she gonna be thinking about that one chip nail,
bro."
That's a real thing.
I'm not tripping, yo.
That's a real
like
thing.
It's hard to worry about the things that they subconsciously worry about.
Right.
When you're just like I think like sometimes men appear weird because we're that simple.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like if you, like, even if you're picky, you're self-aware, most. So me, for example, I'm very picky.
Yep.
And I'm always like, yo, I'm so picky, I don't even want much. Mm-hmm. Because I don't want the pressure of you getting it right or wrong. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, just put a little something on it. Like we talked about earlier. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like throw a little something on it. Like I'm cool. Like throw the $50 Visa card on and I'm gonna add that to everything I do. Right. Like, you know what I mean? I might get something crazy, but the payment is just $50 on the afterpay.
Right.
Like shout out to you. You help.
Right.
I'm going crazy, but you helped. Shout out to you. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like it's okay to know that, like, you know what I mean? Like men are oftentimes not vocal about the things they're very particular about.
Yes.
Because, like, and I could be speaking from a very biased place. But for me, like, my rationale level is like, yo, all those little specificities are not someone else's responsibility that I desire for myself.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? To, like, want it specifically tailor-made to my liking. Like, it's like, yo, for me, if I want that much specificity in it,
right,
I'd rather
get it myself.
That's it.
And I'd look at it from I'll get it myself because I understand, like, I have a funny story. It's technically my wife's funny story. She loves to tell it. So I was working at Comcast. While I was working at Comcast, they have this thing called Comtech Jeopardy. So it's basically it's Jeopardy with Comcast questions.
Oh, okay.
So it's a big thing in the company. They flew us out to Florida.
Oh, that's fire.
We won in local. We won for regionals, which was in Boston. They fly us out to Florida. We'll go out to eat. So everything's on the company's dime. I don't pay for anything. They actually gave me money.
That's good money.
So we go to a restaurant. Me and my wife are sitting together. We're with the whole team, my coaches, and the lady comes out. So I understand that I'm picky, and I know that I'm picky. I like what I like.
I'm with you.
That's just what it is. Mm-hmm. So we're at the restaurant, and they're like, "Oh, what, can we start you off with drinks?" I'm like, "All right." I'm like, "I saw you guys have lemonade." She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What kind of lemonade is it?"
She's like, "The aid of lemon."
Right. So I'm like,
"Nigga, what are you talking about?"
Did you guys make it yourself?
Freshly squeezed it?
Is
it from concentrate?
Right. Is it concentrate? Is it simply lemonade?
Is it
pulp? Is it Minute Maid lemonade? But if it's
brand?
Minute Maid lemonade, is it light Minute Maid?
Do you have
lemonade?
it on tap?
Right. Like, I'm like, yo, I need to know these things because I understand that, like, all lemonades are not made the same.
Like, nigga, get water.
Right.
Right.
I think I ended up getting iced tea. But because, like,
everybody's sweet tea's not the same.
That's also true.
Some people make it too sweet.
So,
yeah.
Sometimes I wish I was like of a different culture when ordering sweet tea.
I like
because I think that they put too much because I'm black.
I like regular iced tea. I don't like sweet tea because what I figured out is sweet tea is just hot tea that they put ice in,
which is fine.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah, but it has way too much sugar in it.
It can.
Niggas, that's just niggas putting too much sugar in it.
Right. Like that's my thing about it. Like, yo, you got way too much sugar. Like, I feel diabetes coming.
Oh my
like,
oh, wow.
Like this
in my spirit.
Right. Like if I get 2 more cups of these, it's gonna be it.
Like
I'm
that's
gonna have
not
the sugar.
that's not your spirit being quickened. That's your heart jumping.
Yep.
The sugar.
So that's your heart jumping. Yo, but nah, for real. Like once I understood that, I'm like, all right, yeah, no, not that anymore. So like, I can do Nestle's iced tea, Snapple iced tea. What's my new thing? My new thing is Golden Peak.
Oh yeah. Yo, Golden Peak sweet tea, a little too much. A little too sweet.
So I like the.
Really?
I like their green tea. I like the
their
regular one.
Iced tea lemonade.
Yep,
Lemonade
that's fire.
iced tea.
Yep.
I like that one. That's my go-to. See, listen, I know my iced teas. I know my lemonades. Like, he's picky. Right. So because,
my fault. Back to the Comcast story.
So she's laughing, but like she brings it up every time. So I'm like, if I go to get a lemonade, she's like, so now she'll say it instead. She's like, all right, so what kind of lemonade is it? Because it's the running joke now.
Yeah.
But I understand because like I'm picky. Like I don't want to buy the thing that I don't really want, and I don't want you to buy it for me. She actually cried when she was pregnant because I had to ask her to get me some Simply's lemonade. She came back with Simply's limeade.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's not the same
At all.
It's not, but you're not about to, not when I'm pregnant.
So I tried to drink, so she started crying. So basically,
I'm joking.
Wow.
So she came back and she was like, "Is this what you want?" But I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'm like, "It's not," but I'll drink it.
Yo, and that honesty is what I was thinking about when
they try to throw a party for you.
When I said somebody giving you something for your birthday that you don't want, because I've definitely thought, and it's horrible.
I'm sorry. I'm vocal. Like I'm going to tell you.
I did that once when
You gonna tell me what?
So what he just said.
No. I mean, like in terms of gift giving.
So all right. So ready? So this is how I do it.
Did.
This is I have caught flack for this. And people don't like it, and I understand, and that is their business. But so if I get a gift that I don't like, what I will say is I appreciate the thought. I appreciate you giving me something because you didn't have to give me anything.
Yeah, you know what's funny? You're not wrong,
right?
But you could just say thank you.
I could just
say thank you. And you know what's crazy about
that?
I've been that guy. Like, yo, bro, I ruined an amazing batch of gifts. Only because I was honest when I didn't need to be honest. So, like, instead of saying thank you, bro, I just said, I was like, wow, this is great. And I mean, shout out to the balloons. They're not for me, but, you know.
Wow. And it was probably just for the aesthetic.
Yo, but I was, but to my credit, I was in my early 20s, and I'll never have to speak to the person's feelings I hurt that day, and I'm pretty sure they don't care. But that was a terrible day that day. Because they were like, wow, look at everything I did for you. Like, you're such a jerk. And I was like, thank you for telling me that seems very ungrateful. Even in so many words. Because I needed to know that. Because to me, I thought I was being honest. Right. And, like, my truth to me was very fine print.
Yeah.
But my thank you was very loud. But to her, my thank you was very fine print, and my truth was very loud, which like overshadowed my gratitude, and seemed like I was focused on being critical, being picky, not being grateful, which I never intended. So no, and I mean, I'm just like, yeah.
So the reason I say it is because I'm like, all right, so the way because I depicted it, so I'm like, all right, like what I want, I'm like when I am given a gift, I want the gift to be about me. I don't want the gift to be about you giving me a gift because so you can say that you gave me a gift. If you want to give me a gift just to say you gave me a gift, don't give me a gift. Like, that's who I am. Keep your money. Save it. Do whatever you want with it. But if you want to give me a gift because you desire to give me something that I want, then I'm going to tell you what I like so you can get me something that I like and we can learn each other and vice versa. When I get you a gift, I don't want to just get you what I think you'll like.
So that sounds very specific to like being in a relationship because there's a lot. I mean, I don't know.
So
I just feel like
you're about to say like it sounds like you're about to say like there's mad people in this world. Like how can I keep up with
not
everybody's
even like
specific
keeping
things?
up, but it's like at the end of the day, I don't know. It's like I could have, like you said, I could have not got you nothing.
Correct.
So we're gonna just say thank you, and we're gonna smile and regift. Like it's simple.
I'm not gonna do that only because, and this is the reason, because this is what I told my mom. Because she said the same thing. I'm like, the reason I'm not gonna do that is because if I don't tell you, you're gonna continue to buy me things that I don't like, and I'm going to continue to give them away. And I'm going to, like, there's going to be a whole bunch of things. Like, I don't do it in front of people. Okay. Like, I wouldn't do it, like, I'm not going to be
you don't be like, thanks.
In the middle of Christmas, right? In the middle of Christmas, everybody there, like, I hate that gift.
Right.
But, like, when we're together by ourselves, hey, it's not something I personally like. Like, me and KJ talked about it earlier. Like, my grandmother every year gets me a gas card. That is a dope gift for me. Yeah, because that's one less thing. That's an expense that I don't have to pay.
You're lightening your load.
No, I can see that. I think maybe it's I hate to do this, but maybe it's a male thing. Like, because I mean I know how to talk around that and get the point across without it. You know what I mean? Like,
I might just be blunt.
Yeah, and I think there's a nuance to those types of conversations that maybe women just have a better hand at. So yeah, so maybe that's just a
So I'm
but we sorry, go ahead.
I'm a very vocal and blunt person at times. So and it can't come off as wrong. So that's why I caveat it with I understand that you don't have to give me anything.
Right.
Because I want people to understand that I appreciate that you're getting me something.
Yes.
I appreciate that you took time out your day, that you tried to do something, but I don't want you to spend money on things that I'm not going to use. Mm-hmm. Like, but the other side is I've also got like sweaters that when I initially saw, I was like, yo, I'm gonna never wear this. And then 5 years down the road, I was like, yo, that's a dope sweater.
Well, that's the chances of that are low.
Right. Well, it's happened once or twice.
That's what I'm saying because right. I mean, like they're so ahead. Style-wise, that your style changed to where it fit.
Right.
And you just happen to keep it around. Right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the other 30 times that happened, you might have just gave it to somebody.
It sat. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. It sat in a plastic tote until I gave it away.
For sure.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand the thought process behind it. We're trying to be politically correct. We're trying to make sure that people know we appreciate them, and I want you to know that I appreciate you, but I also don't want you to live in this facade saying, oh yeah, he loves X, Y, and Z, and I don't. Like, because what if everybody gets me the same thing because you're like, oh, this is a hit. Like, he loves these. I get him this every year.
I mean, I think that would be me lying.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna emote. Like, I'm not going to be like, just what I asked for.
Right. Don't
socks again.
Listen,
like, yo, that
nigga
would love for everybody to get him socks.
Funny thing about it is, socks are dope now. But when I was a kid, socks were awful.
Oh, man, I went absolutely crazy on my aunt one year.
I need socks right now.
That's what I'm saying. Socks are dope.
It was Christmas, and my aunt, like had, like, a big bag that for everybody. Like, grab oil. Like, it was, like, mittens and like socks. I was like, yo, fam, I don't need this.
I'm not gonna wear them.
Like, I was like, this is super trash.
Yeah, and then?
Huh?
No, there was no, but.
No. But see, I was with my family, and that's not my lady, and that's my aunt. So
Gotcha.
I was able to be like, this is
it be those
dumb.
little things sometimes.
My aunt gave. I remember my aunt gave, like, my aunt just, like, no disrespect to her, but she cops the most random gifts. It's just like, anybody will love this. I'm like, anybody except me. Like, I remember she, like, got, like, a small teapot, and it had tea in it. Like, you know what I mean?
Tea bags?
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I was just sitting there with my family, and everybody's laughing,
like,
loving their gifts. And I was literally hating the gift. And I just started being a jerk, and I was like, I'm a little teapot.
Yeah.
And I let everybody get back to, like,
rough.
having fun. I was like, short and stout. Like,
man,
Yo.
you took that and ran with it.
It was a terrible time.
But that's what I'm saying. This is why I feel it's important to tell your loved ones the truth. Tell them you don't like the gift. Not to say to be like, not to throw it in their face, not to be like, yo, I hate this gift or anything like that, but just so they can have a level of understanding. And if you want to argue about it, I can go into the Bible. The Bible says, in all thy getting, get an understanding. So it's the word. This is why I stand flat-footed on this argument.
10 toes down on telling you niggas not to get me wet gifts.
Right. Well, it's not even that it's wet, but just be thoughtful.
Whack for me.
Right. It's a dope gift. It's just not for me. If you want to get me a gift, give me a gift. If you want to get me something that you would like, go ahead and buy it and I'll give it back to you. Don't worry about it.
Right. Nah, I think like that was probably like the tough, like the most rude one, but like I also have that type of relationship with my aunt where I was like, yo, I'm just gonna be rude. But years later, being solution oriented, I did give my family the theory that I gave you about gift cards and everybody being like, and like explaining to people that I understand, like just historically with their age, they think that like, you know, the stigma behind gift cards is just like a last minute gift. It's impersonal. It's not a good idea. And I was like, well, if you just think about it.
I still think like that a little bit.
To me, that's dope.
My thing was like,
when I be finding them, I find a gift card that's been,
my thing was like, say someone has like the example I told him earlier. I was like, say someone has a child that really desires a PlayStation 5, which is like $500 or whatever, or at one point was like, I know the price has changed or whatever the case may be. Like, and I ain't got it.
Right.
Like, imagine 10 family members had given them $50 instead of a bunch of sweaters that like you may regift or whatever the case may be. I'm like, by committee, they can get what they desire. Thanks for the help.
Right.
You know what I mean? So to me, like, I felt like it was like way more purposeful for everybody to pitch in and you be able to go get them Jordans or go get something that like is not really hitting for me, the sole provider for you at this time when like our bills are tight and everything, and I tried to do everything and I couldn't get that one thing for you that you really coveted. Like, shout out to everybody in my village pitching in instead of buying like 4 action figures that niggas don't really need.
Then the other spin we put on it was like, yo, what if that was just something you did and then like they started buying stock options? Like, what if they bought bonds every year? Like,
I used to do that. I used to buy when bonds were a thing. I used to do that for
bonds are still a thing.
Nah, like it's not the same anymore. You can't just walk into the bank and buy a bond anymore. And the levels, they're different now. It's
CDs and all those things. But I mean, we were talking about like if the parent provided all of the superficial, frivolous things or whatever the case may be that they desired, and was like, yo, like, so I want all the family to just like kind of like throw 100 towards or throw 50 towards whatever, and you were able to invest it, or you was able to put it in a college fund, whatever the case may be. Like, that's fire.
If you bought like a $50 bond for a kid every year, like by the time they get to 20, they'd have a circumstantial amount, like certain things they wouldn't have to worry about.
Yeah. Yes and no. Again, bonds have changed over the years. Well, the value is not quite the same. But I know what you're saying. Yes, I do agree with you. I know what you're saying. But, gift giving, birthdays, they're all nuanced. You got to learn the people that you love to be able to do exceedingly and abundantly for your people.
But don't let the critical portion of our conversation confuse anyone.
Right.
Like it's always important to be grateful.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
I believe, like, you know, even though we may be talking about some of the thoughts that, like, everyone doesn't delve into, we're all grateful people overall here.
So yeah, just to clear everything up, we're not shaming your family members, your friends, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your spouse in front of everyone, just to let them know that you don't like their gift, but like just having communications outside of that situation to let them know to learn of you. Like I think it's important that we learn each other.
Right.
Not to throw shade, not to do anything to hurt them, but just so we can say, yo, I know what this person likes, because it feels a lot better, at least maybe it's to me, when I receive something that I really wanted.
Right.
That is fulfilling for me. Like KJ brought up earlier, receiving time, his girl taking off time from work, from cleaning, and just pushing it off just so she could spend time with him and the rest of the family could spend time with him. That was huge. To her, that was minuscule, but to him, that was big. And that's the thing I'm trying to get to. Let's do the things that are big to our loved ones.
For sure.
Not necessarily big to us, but big to our loved ones so that they can have what they need.
Right.
Yeah. I'm in agreement. So, yeah. You know, not. Saying like that.
Go touch and agree.
Right. Sorry. But I just, again, want to reiterate the happiest of birthdays to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's exciting, you know, to make another year,
Yes.
you know, go around and kind of reflect on the highs, the lows, and just the fact that you're here.
Yes.
And you're able to continue to pursue the desires of your heart.
For sure. Appreciate
another
it.
year. So happy birthday, KJ.
Thank you. Shout out to all our listeners for taking this journey with us while we dissected birthdays.
Yes. This was fun. This is different. This is fun.
For sure.
I always enjoy, like I said, being here. And kind of just being off the cuff, because I think we circled around a whole lot.
Yeah. and I mean, I figured we were fine with wherever the topic took us today.
Right.
And on that note, is everybody?
Yeah, but I was just going to reiterate,
go ahead.
the Logic Based Collective Facebook page. Please like, share, subscribe.
Yes.
Facebook, on YouTube.
Yep.
Any topic ideas, feel free to leave a comment. We would love to hear what you have to say, get your input. Anything you want us to talk about, we'll talk about it. We just be
within
free.
reason.
Yeah, okay.
The link is in the description.
We'll probably end up talking about it anyway somehow. So,
it'll come up in
feel
conversation.
free. We really appreciate the love, the feedback.
Yes, thank you
the
all.
commentary. It's all good. So.
The links are in the description just to take you directly to the Facebook page on the Logic Based Collective.
Yes.
I believe that's youtube.com at the Logic Based Collective.
Nice.
Yes.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. Don't sell your stuff, bro.
No. Well, I guess we're here now.
Go ahead.
Well, since we're here and we're talking about
the
links, spread the word
Store.
Word.store. I forgot my own website.
Spread the good word.
SpreadTheGoodWord.com. Because, listen, the word is good, and it's good for you. And I mean, if you haven't ate spiritually today,
Right.
go buy you a shirt.
Believe that.
And I know this isn't one of yours, but this shirt says Jesus on it.
Dope. I like it.
And it gives the scripture, Matthew 22:37. And that's just about love. Loving the Lord with all your heart.
Nice.
And all your soul.
Also, I will be speaking next Sunday, 5 p.m. at More Than Conquerors Ministries.
Okay, preacher man.
Nice.
Okay. What day is that
I'm
again?
alright.
What time?
5 o'clock, 5 p.m.
5
That's next
p.m.
Sunday.
More Than
I do not know
Conquerors.
the address. I know it's in Springfield on the corner of
Navigation.
Athol Street
Okay.
and Sumner.
More Than Conquerors,
More
Springfield,
Than Conquerors Ministries.
in Springfield, Mass.
Springfield, Massachusetts.
Throw that into search. You'll find your
Where's
way.
my phone? It's in my
Not
pocket.
you, literally.
Oh.
If y'all come through next Sunday, 5 o'clock.
5 p.m.
Yes.
Eastern Standard Time. If you're coming from California.
Said if you coming from Cali.
Right, just in case. I don't know. I might know somebody in Cali that was like, yeah, I just want to hear him.
Let me fly in.
Word.
All right.
That's fine.
If all hearts and minds are clear.
If they are, then please allow Jesus to be the lotion to lather your ashy soul.
Good night.
We out.
Believe that.
Yeah. 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 And we hang on the corner like a lamppost. My favorite singer, Mr. Vandross. Dean wanna search through my jam spot. Dom take this rent up to the landlord. 95 wins the Hill City champ. Hit over right, got my city stamp. The 439 was my city van. A nigga hella cool, but don't get him out. Shit, we try to live the best of it. So take what you need, leave the rest of it. Write your goals down, what you expect from it. Baby on the way, keep them checks coming. Streets real hard, but the test wasn't. Should've went to class with the rest of them. But fuck it, now my name with the best of them. Ooh, he 19 in the Lex Thuggin'. Made a right turn on my old street. Niggas outside chillin' low key. It's 12:47, Mr. Police. Fucking helicopters get no sleep. Pillow on my head, trying to drown it out. You can call me when you down and out. When the cops come and surround the house. Crenshaw niggas run the town, I'm out. Please make it home safe. Please make it home safe. Please make it home safe. Make it home safe. Yep. 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 Yep.
Deadin' in the James off of August Street. Pops drove a turquoise 280Z. Playing Tracy Chapman, we was watching Heat. Shootout in the alley, make it hard to sleep. 59th and 5th at my granny house. Uncle Reggie spilling shorts on my granny couch. The lesson was never go the attic route. To deal with mines, I probably pull the automatic out. 60th and 10th, cable with the chip. 12 gauge behind the door, plastic where you sit. I told him I would do it, talked a lot of shit. Came back home after all the trips. Pillow on their head, trying to drown it out. You can still call me if you down and out. When the cops come and surround the house. Crenshaw niggas run the town, I'm out.
Please make it home safe. Please make it home safe. Please make it home safe. Make it home safe. Yep. 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 Yep.
Good news, boys. It turns out that the early reports were all wrong. Sorry about that. I guess the only thing we can do now is play you a song.
They say they love hip-hop, niggas not speaking brilliant. Plot my next 2 albums, they gon' make me each $1 million. I just want the bad hoes, and I wanna reach the children. Take all my royalties and go and buy a pizza building. I didn't do my homework, still watch Rap City. Seeing y'all niggas ride around in the black Bentleys 10 years later, I'm like, damn, how niggas broke.